Hello, I'm Caroline Collins, Associate Director of Film Pittsburgh, and I would like to welcome you to this very special talk with the cast and crew of Tango Shalom. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
We have with us today Gabriel Bologna, who is the director, writer, and producer, Claudio Laniado, writer and star, Jos Laniado, and of course, star Judi Beecher, who stars as Raquel in the film. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't know who to start with. Is this like a cast of thousands for me? So I want to jump in, I think, with the writing. That's what I always think is the nuts and bolts, the heart of the film. So if both Jos and Claudio, if you could really just give me a little idea of where this lovely little film came from.
Okay. Basically, I go to the Chabad house in Brooklyn, to pray on Shabbat. And during Purim time, the Orthodox Jews, they have a couple of drinks and they start dancing. They're break dancing on the floor. And I've never seen that. They're always very serious, praying, kids, family. All of a sudden, I see them dancing, break dancing. I say, wow. And since I'm a tango dancer, I said to myself, what if one of these rabbis gets a message from Hashem to dance the tango, to save something, school or something. And then I started writing the idea. And then my brother, Claudio, came to join me. And then we got Joe Bologna. Thank goodness we got him because he made that script amazing. Okay. And we started writing and here we are.
And here we are. Yeah. Claudio, do you have anything to add to that with the impetus for the film?
Yeah. I studied medicine in Belgium, and I became a doctor and eventually a psychiatrist, and a specialty for child, adolescent and adult psychiatry. And I've been away for many years, doing the medical school. And for me, that was an opportunity for me to reconnect with my brother. Because he got married, he got as many children. I don't know how many children he has now, but it's like it's like multiplying. And I chose the other path where I decided to go to travel in Europe, and for a while, and then I studied medicine in Belgium, and I wanted to reconnect with him. So he asked me, can we do this together? Let's say, oh, sure, let's try it. Yeah. So that's where we were reconnected. It was very hard to write in the beginning because we have different points of views of this and that. It was sometimes fun, sometimes was comical, sometimes was very dramatic and intense because I saw it from a perspective of details. Because being a psychiatrist, I always see the details.
Yeah.
And he sees more the whole picture. I see both. I see the whole picture plus the details.
It's a perfect compliment.
Yeah, like a workaholic, So,
yeah.
So then eventually, when we got a couple of drafts going, we got to meet to connect with Joe Bologna and the Bologna family.
Yeah.
So the other brothers got together with the Bologna family.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's a real family affair. And Gabriel, did your father then bring you in on the project, or how did you join this family affair?
Well, yeah, I actually told Joseph Claudio that my dad would do an amazing job rewriting the script because he gives that great combination punch of funny and touching.
Yeah.
And we ended up with a story that surprised us all because it is as funny as it is touching, as it is exciting, and amazingly enough, sexy. Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that a dance scene where a man and a woman cannot touch, doing the tango, which is pretty much
very sensual,
synonymous with the word touching.
Yeah.
And it came across just very, very sensual. So on top of that, it's a very beautiful film. And an interfaith milestone. We We had literally every major religion in the world work with us in it. You know, we got the Vatican Choir. We worked with a mosque. With the first film in history to shoot at 770. You know, that is literally the cornerstone of Lubavitch, Hasidic Judaism.
Yeah, I was really
never been shot there.
Yeah, I was really surprised by that. I didn't know if that had happened before. Is this a first?
No, this is a first. We actually shot the actual congregants there, and people got to see really how they daven, how how they put on tefillin, and it was just amazing to shoot in those hallowed walls.
Yeah, I was. I guess I was surprised that you got access. How did that happen?
Well, Jos and Claudio are observant Jews.
Okay.
And as Jos was telling you, he likes to party at Chabad, especially those Purim parties. I mean, I'm telling you, he's right.
There's something.
They start dancing, man. And so he had that relationship with them. What's so extraordinary about it is, here's my father, who, albeit a lapsed Catholic, he had contacts with the Catholic Church. And we even had the Vatican Choir. First time in history, the Vatican Choir actually, is in a soundtrack of a movie.
Yeah.
We shot in a real Hindu, a Sikh temple.
Yeah.
It was extraordinary. I mean, it was like the United Nations.
Yeah, the locations were beautiful. I mean, the whole film is beautifully shot, but the locations themselves are beautiful, and they add so much to the story. It really is. It really is special how it really just brings together all of these religions. It's a funny film. Obviously, it's hysterical, and yet there's that underlying current, that sweet story, that feeling of religions and faith and values. Is that what the story you wanted to tell, Jos?
Yes. We have a company, we call it Convivencia Forever Films, and basically Convivencia is before 1492, when the Jews, the Christian, and the Muslim got together, and they used to share things, sing together, eat the hummus together. And we have so much problems in this world, people being racist and prejudiced. And our mission is to really bring them together. And I thought that by bringing religions together and faith together and different people is so important.
Yeah, I mean, look at Jos and Claudio, who lived in Argentina. They fled Egypt because of the anti-Semitism wave that happened when the State of Israel was created. And here we have Judi, who's the daughter of Holocaust survivors.
Wow.
I would say that our official statement for Tango Shalom is peace and tolerance are the ultimate family values. This is a family comedy, but it talks about what family really is about, is, trust and a sense of belonging. And, our character, Rabbi Moshe Yehuda, he's on the outs, right? With his wife, his 5 children, the Rebbe, everyone in his Crown Heights community.
When you're talking about the characters, I really do want to talk to Judi about the character of Raquel, because this is a movie about tango and about sort of the sensual dance that your husband takes on. But your character really doesn't. I mean, she certainly exhibits a little concern, but not real. Like, it wasn't a caricature. There was no real jealousy or anger. I think, could have taken her over the top, but you really didn't. You saw the love between these two characters, and that really struck me.
Yeah, well, Raquel also, really loves her husband. She's disappointed with him, and his beliefs and his, it's our lives. He's going against it's our life and our values and our traditions. And I think she feels also maybe there's something wrong. He's like losing it. There's something wrong with him. He needs to and I tried to, in playing Raquel, I tried to kind of really put myself into what it would be like for me if this was really happening to me. And my husband just went against, there was some jealousy, he's with another woman, he's dead. But I know that in our, how, a religious man is going to stay faithful to me. He's going to stay true to me, you know, because that's our whole, you know, that's the belief. That's our whole, you know, religious belief. So, but I really did in playing her, it was, you know, I really tapped into a lot of my own spiritual beliefs. Even though I'm not Hasidic, you know, I'm very spiritual. I pray every day. I have my own contact with, you know, God, and I used my own spirituality in this character, and I really asked to be used and to be Raquel. To become Raquel, so that I feel her and how she would feel, how I would feel in this, because
well,
she is
such a lovely performance. I mean, you really had just showed us so many levels to her, and just the fun that she had, you know, that she just enjoys being with her husband too, which was really fun to see. You got to feel like you were getting a little sneak peek at their relationship. It's something that wouldn't be shown to the outside.
Right. And it's, I feel like sometimes it's such a mystery, like, you know, like things are such a mystery. And I had to, like, I spoke to a lot of women, a lot of, you know, in the Hasidic community, just to ask, you know, like, what would you wear? What do you do? Like, how are you with your husband? Like, because I mean, and just everything feels like, you know, a mystery, you know? So I feel like the film kind of brings us into this little world and makes it not just a little world. It makes it our world, a world that we can connect to, a world that we all can connect to, because it's humanity, and it's this shared humanity that we all feel, you know, that's we're all a part of. So it takes away the veil, and you're living in the family, and you're part of our family. It's being part of our family.
That really is the underlying theme here, is that this is a very specific family and a very specific religion, but these are universal themes. The themes of family and love and respect and honoring your values they cut across religions and genders and everything. So that was really, really special.
Each movie has their reason for being. So we accept whatever people's opinions or experiences have been. At the same time, this is our experience. This movie is our experience, and we're giving that out. And I think, I don't know if you know this, but our great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather was chief rabbi of Aleppo, Syria.
Oh,
you know? We come from the background of a lot of rabbis. The Laniado family is well known in terms of the family rabbi, and Gabe also, he studies a lot the Kabbalah. You know, he's a Kabbalah master.
I actually think this movie is very mystical, because who's not to say Hashem guided him the entire time, that there was a greater hand at play. And in many ways, God was a character in the film, right? We had sound design when you know, the clouds would break and light would pierce through the clouds. And in little ways, God showed him on his journey.
How about the miracles, all the miracles that we had? I mean,
we had a lot of mystical experiences on the film. I don't know how much time you have, but I'll give you just a couple of examples.
Reader's Digest version of them,
We were shooting scenes in the Yehuda family household.
We have time.
In order to
Shabbat.
decorate the production design of a rabbi's home is very specific.
True.
We actually found an actual Crown Heights brownstone owned by a man named Rabbi Yehuda.
Wow.
And we got to leave everything the way it was. Everything from the pieces on the wall to the Judaica, you know, in the cabinets.
Oh my goodness.
We were shooting scenes. We were mystified. We would shoot scenes that had maybe 14 people in it. And we would shoot them out in a half a day. Sometimes it takes a couple of days to shoot just one scene with 14 people,
Yes.
all the camera coverage of all those characters. And when we were just amazed by just how funny and wonderful all the scenes are, while doing To Fill In with me, the man who owned the home, he said, I studied with Rabbi Schneerson himself. I'm a disciple of his. And I asked him what he thought of this home. Should I buy it? He said, not only should you buy it, but something very special will happen here.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, this was it. It was preordained. And now I have to say, I cannot let you go without asking about the rest of your cast who could not join us here today.
Yeah, we have Lainey Kazan from My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. The reason why I say 3 is they just announced it literally today. So she was also in My Big Fat Greek Wedding 1 and 2.
Right.
But they're shooting that, I believe, in August. We have my mom, who plays a mother, a Jewish mother, real stretch there. Renee Taylor from The Nanny.
Yes.
And by the way, just last week, The Nanny dropped on HBO Plus for the first time in 20 years. It now has a home in a streaming service. To share it. We have Karina Smirnoff, Dancing with the Stars.
Yes.
Karina Smirnoff, the longest alumna in history with Dancing with the Stars. Something like 20 seasons.
Oh my goodness.
She plays the beautiful tango dancer.
She does.
So we just have a wonderful cast of characters.
Yeah, truly, truly amazing cast. And it really was a huge part in making this film so special. So we are so, so grateful you all shared it with us for our JFilm audience. I know everybody loved it. I'll speak for all of them because I loved it myself. So I thank you for sharing it with us. And I thank you so much for being here with me today. I've just really enjoyed speaking with all of you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival.